We have 10 bag silos for high volume production. We have split bell silos so we can accommodate 2 different materials in the same silo, dispensing to one apparatus, one mixing apparatus. The PA1000s and the PA4000s speak for themselves. They're a tool like no other, meeting those challenging height restrictions. Load and go silos, when there's a need, SpecMix will find a way to get the product out there.
As you start working in tighter city job sites with sidewalk closures and lane closures, you don't have the opportunity to take up that much space for that long period of time. The general contractors love the PA1000 or PA4000 system, and the reason they love it is because we can move it very easily. With the auger units, we can just pick them up with a forklift and move them to wherever they need to be, whether that be on the floor that we're working on or just in another area of the job.
Yeah, the objective is to have the mixing station right where the workers are. By having a PA1000, you increase your productivity because you don't have the downtime of waiting for the skip, waiting for the operator to come up with 2 tubs of mortar at a time. The material is right there on the floor, as close to the men as possible.
Comparing traditional field mixing to using the PA1000 or PA4000, I'd say that we save about a 30% factor of field labor. Instead of a laborer spending all day mixing mortar, he spends a part of his day mixing mortar, and the rest of his day can be spent either building scaffolding, putting mortar on the boards, cleaning up behind the brick layers where work was completed.
Traditional masonry had laborers down on the ground floor with a sand pile, and they then had to haul this many floors up in the air. Now with this equipment, the SpecMix PA1000, they can move that from floor to floor. They can have their mortar right next to them all day long.
The great thing about the PA1000 and PA4000 systems is that keeps us on the bulk side of pricing. So on these tight job sites in downtown Chicago, sometimes we don't have room for those big silos, and we especially don't have room for a pile of sand and a bunch of pallets of bags. But using the PA1000 and PA4000, we're still paying bulk pricing, but we're getting a small footprint and great logistics with it. Our laborers love all the different silo systems for SpecMix, whether it be the G7000 where it's just a pull of the handle away, or the PA1000 or 4000 where they're not, breaking their backs trying to throw 80-pound bags onto a mixer all day long. It makes their work environment a lot better day in and day out.
I remember the days when we used to use the sand pile, okay, and 90-pound bags of Portland and a guy shoveling all day long, okay? We went through that stage.
The clean job sites are also very important, and they're getting more and more important every day. Going to the PA1000 or the PA4000, it allows us to get rid of all those empty 80-pound bags.
These units can actually be adapted for a gas motor or an electric motor. Quickly, easily, all they have to do is request that style, and SpecMix will deliver for them.
A couple of plugs and a bolt, and you slide the new pack in, connect the hoses, slide the old pack out, go from gas to electric.
On this particular job, we have 3 D2Ws, 1 regular mortar, 1 colored mortar, and 1 grout. In the morning, you open the hopper and you push a button and it starts making mortar. And you could be off doing other tasks. You can be doing, other stuff to get going in the morning. You don't need another guy to help you, or 2 or 3 guys getting things going.
When you just have one individual doing all of that, it's a tremendous amount of money that's a savings when you look at it on a big picture.
The operators love the remote control. They'll be driving around, they'll hit the remote control button, they'll have the tub sitting right underneath, mixing the mortar, they'll come around by the silo, and you already have a tub of mortar.
Yeah, the old days when you had to clean mortar mixers and banging them out with a hammer and scraping them, and you had to make sure that they were clean, otherwise the blades wouldn't turn in the morning. With the D2W, you push the button and you walk away, it cleans itself. When it's done cleaning, it's on the timer, it shuts itself off, and it's all clean.
We'll get the dry to wet system out, and then I can put my pump right underneath it. Then we're there to pump all the time. We don't have to call for a Ozinga truck or a Meyer truck, wait for them to show up. If we need to pump 2 yards to finish off a wall because they got a set of beam, we fire it up, throw the pump underneath, and we're pumping 2 yards. And no overcharge, no wait time, no cleanup, no semi coming in.
My employees gotta be making me money, and if they're standing there watching the paddle spin, it's not making me money. If we're using a SpecMix silo, versus a sand pile, I can do it in half the time or less. With SpecMix, I've had as many as 18 bricklayers on a job and have been able to do it with one silo for mortar, one silo for grout, and not had a problem keeping up.
We choose SpecMix because in the past we've had problems with other pre-mixed mortars not coming up to spec at the end of the job, not coming up to spec, 60 days down the road from the job. And with SpecMix, what's on their data sheets is the product you're getting.
With today's rigorous testing and quality standards for mortar, and going back to the sand pile and bags of Portland lime is just silly.
Anybody that still is shoveling sand, breaking bags, they need to join the 21st century.
We stand behind you guys, we recommend it, and can't say it any better.